Hey everybody, I know I've uploaded a fair amount of stuff today, but I couldn't help but upload another video just from this beautiful spot, which is on the point, as you can see behind me there, Finisterre, and there's like a lighthouse, I don't know, sort of a quasi-lighthouse up here. But this is in the basically the bay of Finisterre, Spain. And out there is the Atlantic Ocean. And everybody in the States knows where the Atlantic Ocean is. So that is the Atlantic Ocean. And as I sat out there on the beach today and I looked across the Atlantic Ocean, I thought, wow, how crazy is that I'm looking across the Atlantic Ocean from the other side, as opposed to the Florida side, where I currently live. So, well, not live now, but you know what I mean. So anyway, I was just sitting up here and I just couldn't resist, but love the beauty of this. I mean, I know it's sort of raining and it's misty out and it's kind of yucky, and honestly, this is the first time that I've had any weather like this on the Camino at all. I haven't had any rain whatsoever in the last 30 days of walking the Camino, and until I got to finish there. As much as I want to see the sunset over the town over there, or over that mountain right there, is where I was at this morning, to give you guys an idea. Over there is, on that mountain right there, is where I was at this morning, and I took all those pictures that I uploaded to Facebook already. So as much as I want the sun to come down, to set and see the sunset, if it doesn't happen, it's still been a beautiful ride. I know I said it before in the other video, but the people that I've met, the things that I've seen and done on this journey, walking with history was just amazing. From Charlemagne to King Lionheart to Templar Knights. I mean, I walked in churches that the Templar Knights worshipped in, that they protected. I was in albergues that used to be hospitals for pilgrims that walked this route thousands of years before me. I can't explain to you how much I was touched and how much history I felt coming from my feet as I walked through my whole body of the history from this area and this region in Spain, the many regions that I went through, from the Basque region, which wants to be their own independent region from Spain. Basque is very, very, very proud of where they come from and their history, and they want to be separate from Spain. Navarra region, Galicia, where I am now. Galicia is a region that prides itself on its Celtic history. For those of you who don't know, Galicia is very rich in Celtic history. Back in the time of the Druids, it used to be Galicia and Ireland and Scotland, and these were the Celtic strongholds of the Celtic history and of the people of the past. And so as you come to this area, you see more shamrocks and you see more Celtic history as Irish pubs. But you just see more Celtic history and more and a difference in food changes and cuisine and things like that, just because of the area and the region. And I was fortunate enough to cross through so many areas like this. From running with the bulls in Los Arcos and the history of the bulls in Pamplona and Barcelona and just all of that rich hardy Spanish history to come to this point. It's just so amazing. And the people that I met along the way from every country that I can imagine that I've posted before, and my Camino family that sort of became my rock at times, and you know, Luca, who I've posted pictures of, who's now making his way through the mountains and mountain range right before Santiago, and he's almost there, and rented a horse to ride 20 kilometers. I mean, Luca is a beast. To Mike and Anna, who from Australia, who were such a family to me and helped me out when I needed it the most, and were there for me. And me and Mike Mike and I had so many conversations and so many exchanges of stories. It just touched my heart, and it was so very important to me. And Scott and Chris from Australia, who helped me that first day because I didn't hit the stupid ATM before I left St. John, and I hit Orison and had not enough cash to stay, and they gave me the cash to stay, and you know, I repaid them back by helping them with their hotel in Santiago, because they're due to get there on the 21st. I mean, it's just so many little stories like that, and so many little things that, you know, there's so much of that I would have to get out, and I honestly don't think I have enough video time for, but so many people like that just touched my life. Alex, that walked with me for a few days, that was just amazing, from New York, and she gave me so much advice and a lot of different ideas and things along the way, and she was part of the Camino family with Mike and Anna and Luca and I. And being in the fountain that day when Luca was running with the bulls was just amazing too. It was such an experience. There's so many experiences like that. I mean, walking through the hot, just desolate hay fields on my way to Caruna to Nayara, I believe it was, and you know, all the towns just start running together. But you just have so many stories like that, just so many stories. And I'm almost running into 8 minutes, and if I do over 8 minutes, I'm going to be on YouTube. I have to upload it to YouTube then. But I thank you all so much for the support. I really greatly appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed my travels through Spain. And I continue on the 14th to Edinburgh, Scotland, and I don't know that anything will ever compare to what I experienced on the Camino de Santiago through Spain, the way of St. James and St. Francis. I absolutely, unequivocally, unbelievable. 32 days. I walked the majority of it, but 32 days, over 300 miles. Absolutely amazing. And I met so many amazing people along the way. So many people I can't even name them all. Marina from France, thank you for the stay, for giving me the hint on the stay in the Donesian albergue. Put from Ireland, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the conversation on the Camino and also at the albergue. It's a little Irish family I met in the Irish pub. And Darren, I think, was one of the names for sure. And his son, which I know is on here, but I'm sorry, I can't remember your name off the top of my head without looking. But the times that we shared in the pub that night in Burgos was amazing. I truly appreciate it, and I just can't even. I can't eat Javier and Paco outside of Pamplona And the time that I spent with you in the pub was just amazing. I mean, I can't even start naming everybody because, I know I'm gonna forget. But Roman, carry on, man. You started your pilgrimage in Switzerland. Can't believe it. Julia, thank you for crossing the Pyrenees with me. I greatly appreciate it, and it was so nice to see you and Roman again, and Cacabeos, and Santiago, and Cacabeos. I know you're not on my Facebook page, but I thank you so much for taking care of me as a brother. You and the other brothers, Paco, and I believe Antonio, or Pico, I think you called him, and Pito. You guys were amazing to me those last few days that I was in Cacabeos, and I couldn't have been touched more. I really appreciate it. I know I'm gonna forget somebody along the way right now, and I'm running out of time on my phone. But really, I am so very thankful. And as I sit here in this peacefulness of Finisterre and reflect, I just can't help but think of all the memories of the Camino way, and the great people that I met. The Camino touches your soul. It truly does. It touches your soul in a way that you can never imagine. I researched a lot of it online, and I heard the stories, but until you live it, until you become a true peregrino or pilgrim, you will never truly know the way. You will never truly know how the way is. When the dust covers your feet and your legs, and the sweat rolls down your face, and the flies are buzzing around you constantly, and the gnats are in your face, and you think to yourself, why do I carry on? Why do I carry on? Why am I doing this? And for some it's very religious, and for others it's just so very spiritual. It's because you never know what you're going to encounter the next day. You never know around what corner, what amazingness you're going to see, what great people you're going to meet. You really don't know. And so every day becomes an adventure. Every day becomes an adventure. And until you live it, until you walk those 12 hours a day, you shower, you change your clothes, you go out to eat or drink with the people that you just met along the way or at the albergue, and you get to know them, and they become family, and they become friends, and you just never know. You'll never know it until you experience it. So I hope in some way I've been able to bring you guys along in a bit of the story and feel a little bit of what I feel and experience a little bit of what I experienced. And I can only hope that I was able to do that. So it's on to Scotland, which has a rich history for me and my family with William Wallace. And we'll see what the next adventure holds. But this adventure for sure will be very dear to my heart. Very dear to my heart. I love you guys with all my heart, my Camino family, the people I met along the way, all of you who supported me and watched me along the way. I greatly appreciate it. Peace, love, as always, buen camino.